Historical philosophy, which dates back over 2,000 years, offers valuable practical insights into anger management and how to lead a more virtuous and tranquil life. Historical philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius addressed anger as a destructive emotion that can lead to reckless and unethical behaviors. They proposed practices and teachings to help individuals overcome anger, find inner calm, and attain the wisdom to navigate life's adversities. Before we begin, we would appreciate it if you could show your support by hitting the like button. Every time you do so, it signals to YouTube that you enjoyed what you watched and also helps me out. And if you're not subscribed, click on the red subscribe button right below the video. Seneca, one of the most renowned historical philosophers, extensively wrote about anger and its implications. In his work De Ira, or On Anger, Seneca delves into the nature of anger and its consequences. He believes that anger is a cruel emotion that inflicts more harm on the individual experiencing it than on the person supposedly offending them. To Seneca, anger is a form of madness and human misery. He views anger as self-destructive, leading us away from our true nature and pushing us towards irrational and harmful behaviors that are not aligned with our values and moral ideals. To combat anger, Seneca suggests a series of practices, including managing expectations and adopting a pessimistic outlook. He contends that often we become angry because our expectations of the world and people are too high. When things don't go as desired, we are met with frustration and anger. Therefore, he advises us to set realistic expectations, assuming a more pessimistic stance towards life. This doesn't mean being negative or defeatist, but rather being prepared to face adversity and setbacks, accepting that things don't always go as planned. Furthermore, Seneca emphasizes the importance of self-control as a tool to manage anger. He argues that we cannot fully control external situations, but we have the power to control our reactions and attitudes towards them. By practicing self-control, we can avoid acting impulsively under the influence of anger and make wiser, more considered decisions. Another technique Seneca suggests for anger management is responding to insults with humor instead of succumbing to anger. In the face of provocations or insults, he encourages us to adopt a lighter, more humorous perspective, laughing at ourselves and the situations, which can help dissipate anger and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Similarly to Seneca, philosopher Epictetus emphasizes that anger is an irrational emotion that makes us vulnerable and distances us from virtue. Epictetus compares those who give in to anger to wild animals, stressing that anger places us on a lower level of behavior and reason. For him, anger is a form of slavery, as we become slaves to our own emotions and impulses. To overcome anger, Epictetus suggests cultivating self-control, detachment, and acceptance. He emphasizes that we shouldn't let the actions of others emotionally affect us, as this makes us dependent on others' opinions and behavior. Instead, he encourages us to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts and actions. By concentrating on these areas, we can find a sense of inner peace and freedom even amidst challenging circumstances. Often, we become angry because we don't fully understand the nature of things and hold unrealistic expectations. Epictetus advises us to seek true understanding and practice acceptance of what we cannot control, so that we can better deal with life's adversities. Historical Emperor Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, also offers valuable lessons on anger management. He emphasizes the importance of kindness and civility in contrast to anger and discontent. Marcus Aurelius believes that a truly strong and courageous individual doesn't succumb to anger and resentment, but maintains calm and composure in all circumstances. Another significant lesson from Marcus Aurelius is the practice of self-sufficiency. He encourages us not to rely on others' opinions or actions for our happiness and tranquility. Instead, we should find our inner peace and strength within ourselves, living according to our moral principles. These examples from historical philosophers underscore the importance of adopting a rational and controlled approach to anger. They teach us that anger is an emotion we can learn to master, rather than allowing it to dominate us. By cultivating self-control, self-sufficiency, and acceptance, we can achieve greater inner peace and lead a more virtuous and wise life. In summary, historical philosophy offers timeless lessons on anger management and the cultivation of wisdom and virtue. Historical philosophers teach us that we can find inner serenity and the strength to face life's adversities through the practice of self-control, acceptance of the things we cannot change, and focusing on what truly lies within our control. These teachings remain relevant today, providing valuable guidance for a fuller and more meaningful life. I hope this video has inspired you to become a calmer individual in demanding situations. Thank you for exploring the teachings of historical philosophy with us. Remember, anger management and the pursuit of wisdom are keys to a more peaceful and virtuous life. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe for more. See you soon, and may serenity accompany your steps.